My daughter wants to talk while I'm talking. You hear this? Oh, God. Yes, baby. Mommy's doing a video, though. Hey, guys. I'm Andrea. I'm a young adult author, and welcome to my channel if you are just joining me, and welcome back if you have been here before. So this is going to be episode 3 of the Diary of a Mad Writer series. It has been so long, guys. It's been like 4 days, I want to say, because 2 writing days have gone by. Hey, Munchkin. And we are on the 3rd writing day now, and I'm so sorry that I didn't get a chance to update. If you guys hear something, I mean my daughter, she's right here playing. But I'm here to update you guys now on how my writing has been going, guys, and it's been going. I got myself a nice cup of iced coffee, and I'm going to sit down and write. And before I do that, I wanted to update you guys. It's good coffee, guys. So I'm just hopping on my computer so that I can give you guys accurate numbers as to how many words I've written and all that jazz. My computer is just being really slow right now. And of course my hair changed because I took my hair out, guys, so yeah, there's that. All right, guys, Scrivener's coming up right now. So when we left off, I believe I was on chapter, I think I had written chapter 16 and jumped to chapter 19. Again, I added a chapter or 2, so the numbers are kind of off, but if I recall correctly, that's where I was. Because yesterday I wrote chapter 18. The day before that, I wrote chapter 17, so I must have been on chapter 16 last time I left off with you guys. No, just kidding. Where was I? Hold on one second, let me check. Okay, so we left off at chapter 16, and I had written 120 words of that chapter, and I finished up that chapter with 2,178 words a couple of days ago, and it was a chapter that I needed a friend's help with because he is represented in this book. Even though his character is not exactly like he is in real life, I had to kind of go to him and be like, hey, what would you do? Or how would this person in your life act? To kind of get the information I needed for this chapter. So this chapter took me a minute because it took him a minute to tell me. But it is done, and that is what we ended the word count at, and it's a chapter, guys. It's so sad that I can't tell you guys anything, but I really enjoyed writing this chapter. I thought it was so cute and lovable, so hopefully whenever this book is done and it comes out, again, speaking it into existence, you guys will love it too. Then I also wrote, since last time I updated you guys, I've written chapter 17. If you remember, I think this was the chapter that I started. No, that isn't true. Okay, so the chapter that I started way back when is the next chapter, I believe, or the chapter after that. We have 29 chapters now, guys. So again, I added in another chapter. So things have changed a little bit. But chapter 17, I ended with 2,637 words. And in this chapter, nothing really happens until like the end of the chapter, and it is a very sad chapter. I almost cried writing this chapter. That's how bad it was on my emotions. Like in the beginning it's all cute and stuff, but by the end you're just like that's how I was. I was like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. But I got through it, guys. I got through it, and that's what matters. And then moving on, in chapter 18, I wrote 1,554 words. And as you guys know, my minimum goal for chapters is 2,000, but that didn't happen in this chapter, and it didn't happen earlier in one of my other episodes of this, in one of my other chapters. But it's fine. In some instances like this one, I think that it works because this chapter was one that I made up. It wasn't supposed to exist. It wasn't on my outline, but it was one that I felt like needed to be touched on, I guess you could say, before we moved on to the next chapter. So bottom line is, it's got a little bit less word count than I wanted it to, but it is a good chapter, and I think it does belong, and it does have a purpose in this book. So, honey. Sorry, my daughter is like right here. She like wants mommy. Let go, little Pinky. Let go. Oh. Say hi. Honey, look. Okay, so chapter 19 is where we are right now. There's only 10 more chapters left for me to write, guys, and chapter 19 is one I already started in a previous episode, and that has 1,093 words as of right now. So far we're doing good, and chapter 19 is off to a decent start. I haven't looked at it because, again, I wrote this forever ago, so it might not fit fully, but I feel like it fits a little bit because as far as what I've read thus far, it seems like it does follow up the chapter that I added in. So I will be reading it and not editing it, but just making sure that I don't need to just delete everything and rewrite. So that is where we are. And as of right now, I'm pulling up the project statistics in Scrivener. We have 42,730 words, guys. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. It's amazing. So since we're on chapter 19, I would just count that there's about 9 chapters left. So you do 2,000 times 9, which would be like 18,000 words. So we're gonna hit the 60,000 word marking. I was hoping for a little bit more. No, honey. I was hoping for a little. Honey. I was hoping for a little bit more words, but I will be happy with the 60,000, and it depends how the chapters go because they've been fluctuating between like not in my range and then like a little bit above the range I'd want them to be. So we'll see, guys. Since there's not much I can really tell you, it's kind of hard. It's hard for me to do this series because I can't really tell you guys what's going on in the book or like anything like that. I can only kind of update you on where I am in the writing process, which makes this a little bit difficult to say the least because I do want to tell you guys things that are going on. But all I'll say is that it is going well. The writing is going so well, and I've been doing so good, and fingers crossed by mid to end August, this draft will be done. And then, like I said in my last video, I'm going to take probably like a week break and binge watch TV and shows. That does depend though, because I typically, once I finish a novel, want to start editing immediately. But I do know that I need that little bit of a break, and I'm willing to take it this time, guys. I am willing with this novel not to push it so hard and try so hard to finish it up so quickly because I want it to be the best that it can be so it can go out into the world and flourish. So yeah, that is where we are, and I'm gonna sit down and write some. I think my daughter is she's kind of getting tired and wanting to play, so maybe she'll sit with me or maybe she'll go watch a show or something. So I will update you guys after I have finished my writing for the day, and I'll let you guys know how it's going, where I am, how many words we've accomplished, where we are in this book. I'm hoping that we will finish chapter 19 and chapter 20 today, and that will leave only 9 chapters. I'm hoping, guys. Fingers crossed. So I will let you guys know how it goes, and I will see you guys later in this episode. Alrighty, hey guys. It is 2 days later. It is another writing day. My writing day went awesome yesterday. Look for my review of the book I read yesterday of Neptune. Look for it, guys. So I believe when we left off, we were on chapter 19. and I had already written some of chapter 19, but I'll give you guys my final word count for that chapter. It was 2,776 words. Also, if you haven't noticed, my daughter's over here eating a donut because her goddad so graciously brought us Dunkin' Donuts. So yeah, say hi to my daughter. Alyssa, hi baby. Anyway guys, I also started chapter 20, but I had to stop writing in chapter 20. There's a lot of breaks and pauses that go on in chapter 20 because it's a chapter where they're doing something that involves a plane ride, and so there's a lot of, well, okay, we're not going to talk about the whole airport process. We're not going to talk about this whole process. There's a lot of, okay, we'll talk about it for a little bit and then end scene with line and then start new scene and they're in this place or on this plane or whatever, and then go through, okay, now this is enough of this 9-hour whatever plane ride. Yeah, okay, pause that. Alrighty, next. And so it's very not chopped up. I mean, all of the little scenes end in good places. It's just a chapter that has been difficult for me to write because I do want to give you guys enough information in every single scene going on in this one chapter. And I don't want to cut it up into 2 because I don't think it's necessary. So I only got 1,681 words written in this chapter the other day. And of course, that is the chapter I'm going to sit down and work on now. This is the chapter that almost put me into writer's block, but I was like, no, if you follow me on Twitter, I was like, no writer's block. So I am going to finish this chapter today, guys, and then also jump to chapter 21. We are at the finish line, and I think I'm going to start writing so much more now because we are at chapter 20, and there's only 29 chapters, and I have written some of the last chapter and some of one of the chapters kind of in between there. And I am excited to get this book done. So I think we are going to be writing more and more and more and more and really pushing myself to just finish because I'm so close and I want to finish. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited to sit down and write. This book has been so much fun for me. I love this book, I do. I started writing a query. I know that it's very early, and no, guys, I do not intend to start querying this book until I feel like it is ready, it is polished, and it is agent worthy, I guess you could say. But I did want to start writing my query now because by the time I get there to the finish line of this book with editing and all of that, I want my query to be perfect and polished. And by starting now, it gives me time to jump on the Reddit subwriters groups and kind of get their help with my query, to jump on Twitter and ask for help with my query and critique. So I'm starting very early because I want time to get it polished. My daughter wants to talk while I'm talking. You hear this? Oh God. Yes, baby. Mommy's doing a video though. I do want time to get it polished and perfect and be able to have people review it. So that is why I'm starting right now and not waiting until later to start, because if I wait till last minute to start, I won't have as much time to have people look at it just because I'll be ready to start querying. Whereas if I give it the time now, I already am done majority of this book. So nothing's gonna really change in my query between now and when I finish it. So I think that now is a good time to start writing it, and maybe even start looking at writing a synopsis, which if you don't know, I hate synopsis. They are my worst enemy. I just don't like them. I never have. When I wrote my first synopsis, it was like, ugh, it sucked writing it, and it was a one-page synopsis, and I know there are going to be agents that want a synopsis, so I am preparing myself mentally to write said synopsis now so I can get the help that I know I will need on the synopsis. But man, I'm not ready. I think just starting with the query is enough for now. Maybe when I hit the editing stage, I'll try to do the synopsis, but we'll see. But yes, that is how my writing journey has been going, guys. That is what I have been doing. We are right on track. We are right on track for our goal of mid-August to end of August, which my daughter is clearly very excited about, and I am very excited about. I'm so ready to be done with this book, take a break, and then start editing right away. And then after my first round of edits, get it sent off to my betas and my critique partners, and patiently, not so patiently, await their feedback, maybe even start another book in the process, and then do some more edits and get it sent off to agents and start querying. Ooh, it's so exciting. Okay, well, I will probably end this episode right here. So I will see you guys next time, and if you like this video, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe to my channel so I can meet more of you lovely writers and readers, and I will see you next time. Bye!